I really believe that one person can change the world. We didn't just help one person with this program. We helped over 160. All of those individuals have the opportunity to go out and do incredible things. They have the skills, they have the qualifications, they have the degrees, they have the background, they have all the diverse experiences you gain at a university. I hope that each one of these individuals can be a mentor or a friend or a support system for somebody else who's just starting their university journey.
Are you an Indigenous student looking to achieve your academic dreams? The Pre-Pathways to Education for Indigenous Students program, or PEISSA, is here to help. Supported by University of Calgary Continuing Education and funded through the Students' Union Quality Money Grant, the PEISSA program offers financial support for up to 4 upgrading courses over 1 year, at no cost to students.
So the idea for this project came from a conversation that I overheard, which involved Dr. Michael Hart, the Vice Provost for Indigenous Engagement. We were talking about the reasons why Indigenous students may not be applying to the University of Calgary, and he mentioned that a lot of folks from rural and remote communities can't apply to the University of Calgary. The reason is because a lot of the coursework that's necessary to apply, those 30-1 courses, Chemistry 30-1, Physics 30-1, English 30-1, are at times not offered in these rural areas. Because the courses they need to even apply to the university aren't available to them, how are they going to get into the university, right? He said this really plainly, and he said it really nonchalantly, but it triggered something in my head. And when you think about that reality, that situation for students all across this province who have that passion for learning, who want to be at this university, who want to innovate, who want to progress their careers however they want that to look like, who have dreams and aspirations, to be denied that, have that barrier in place, it makes me so upset, so angry. And when you feel those emotions, you can either let those stay inside, fester, turn into something gross, or you could find an outlet where you're tackling the problem.
My name is Eva Vashniewski. I am the Director of Domestic Programs here at the University of Calgary Continuing Education Unit. And one of my portfolios that I have the privilege of overseeing and growing and supporting is actually our Indigenous program. So the program actually came to be in kind of an interesting way. I was working here at UCALGARY in my new role maybe about 6 months, and this was actually still during COVID. And so we really were getting, a lot of different emails, questions from students, and one email that was actually passed on to us from the Writing Symbols Lodge was actually from Chayden. So the way that the program is actually set up is depending on where the student is coming from. If the student does require certain courses in order to be admissible to their desired program, they can actually just take one course or they can take several courses depending where they are in their academic journey. And that is the beauty about this program, is that it is customizable to every Indigenous student coming forward, and we are there to support them along the way in whatever pace they are willing and able to actually commit to.
Nagadagon Deep, Suje Isabella Carrier, Gotse A Ate. Hi, how are you? My name is Isabella Carrier. I'm from Tlilqué First Nation, also known as Fort Simpson, Northwest Territories. I grew up in Edmonton and started living here recently. I needed to do upgrading because I had such a rough time with online school and didn't give me that one-on-one support. I needed to look for another way to do it as adult. The PEISSA program offered me that support through upgrading and also non-judgment-free zone. Often when you're older and upgrading, there's that judgment of how long your journey is taking. And I didn't feel that at PEISSA. There's no judgment of how winding like a river your journey can be. However long it takes, it was okay. That's how it felt. And it was just really easy to ask a question and get the answer right away and be open about what I'm going through in my day-to-day life that has nothing to do with academics, and that being valued just as much as academia is.
Programs like this are really important to support Indigenous students and to make access to post-secondary programs more equal, because it allows students who may not have the ability to take their upper level courses to move forward. Otherwise, they may not be able to access post-secondary courses or programs. Anything is possible. It doesn't matter where you've come from. We all come from different walks of life, and we are here to support you through your educational journey. If you think that it's too hard, we can always help you through with the different challenges you come across.
What I've seen in continuing education with the increase of Indigenous students, I'm seeing more connection. I'm seeing that my classrooms come alive with story and with laughter and with love and sometimes tears because we deal with difficult things. But really, it's just been beautiful to see how many people from different walks of life come together, such as students who are English language learners, who are learning directly from Indigenous students and sharing experiences. So it's been very powerful to see what happens when we tell truth about our experiences, and then when we actually listen and witness stories, what beautiful things we can do with just holding space for that knowledge.
The Students' Union is an organization at the University of Calgary. It's actually separate from the university and it serves students. And we also do a lot of advocacy, so we fight for issues on the municipal, judicial, and federal level for students, and we have relations with the university as well, so anything that gets brought to us, we can also feed to them, so we can work on issues that are affecting students. We work collaboratively with the university, bringing up issues that affect students. Doing so will help us to create feasible solutions for students now and moving forward.
If you are a student that is interested and has dreamed of doing post-secondary, I will tell you right now, the road is never straight. It is going to be a windy path like you are out in the forest, and you just have to keep navigating all of those different trees and boulders and everything you see along the way. But the end goal is to either get that certificate or to get that degree.
I was doing my upgrading. I'd already taken an English course, and then I'm taking math and social studies now. And my social studies instructor let me know that it existed and that I could apply for it. So I ended up applying, and they reimbursed me for my second semester courses. That's the thing that I'm learning, is it's a process. You can't just expect success overnight, but if you just keep working at it, most of it is just showing up, is just trying. Like if you just show up and try, you'll impress yourself. And it'll show through your confidence, your body language, and it'll help the people around you as well, because you can help them go through that process or their own process.
The PEISSA, or the Pre-Pathways to Education for Indigenous Students program, supports a tap at hope by being able to create those inclusive pathways for Indigenous students into the university and creating more spaces for Indigenous students to move forward.